Ang hirap mag-video. May mga dumadaan na sasakyan. Hi there guys, it's Mika, serving you my first video here on my YouTube channel. And for today's video, I want to welcome you to episode 1 of Thoughts with Kat. As we all know, 2020 is a year full of heartaches, sufferings, challenges, and lessons. This year is definitely the year na ang daming nangyayari sa paligid natin, such as may pandemic, may mga nawala. Para sa iba, may mga blessings na dumating sa kanila. Ang daming blessings na dumating sa may mga issues about government, crimes, and a lot more. But this year, may mga natutunan din akong mga lessons na talagang madadala ko siya in the future, or ito yung mga matatawag natin na life lessons. So, I wanna share in this channel yung mga lessons na natutunan ko from 2020. Naisipan kong mag-reflect and then mag-list ako ng mga natutunan ko sa year na to. Naisip ko na bakit hindi ko nitanongin yung mga friends ko para yung ma-share ko dito sa channel na to, dito sa video na to, ay hindi lang yung lesson ko, but also yung lesson din na natutunan ng ibang tao. So, minessage ko yung mga friends ko kung ano yung biggest lesson na natutunan nila from 2020. And ito yung kanilang mga sagot. Hindi ko na in-explain yung mga sinabi nilang lessons kasi yung iba dito ay nasa list din nung lesson na natutunan ko. Na naman, mag-proceed naman tayo dito sa list na meron ako. Yung number 1 na natutunan ko this year is to be mindful of my health. It's either mental health, physical health, spiritual health, social health, lahat. Lahat ng types ng health. Kasi being mindful is all about being present. Pag sinabi nating mindful, dapat nagpe-pay attention ka sa kung ano yung nangyayari in the present. Dapat doon ka nakafocus. Kailangan natin na gawing priority yung health natin. Yun yung natutunan ko this year na mental health is important as physical health, important as spiritual health. Lahat yan importante. So, gawin natin yung priority. Na hindi ka magiging physical health kung hindi ka mentally okay. Hindi ka magiging mentally okay if hindi ka physically okay. Hindi ka magiging spiritually okay if hindi ka okay mentally. So, magkaka-connected yung mga yan. So, natutunan ko this year na maging mindful ako sa health ko. Second, control my emotions. Kasi sabi ko sa sarili ko na I am responsible for my emotions. So, dapat kailangan ko siyang makontrol. Every time na natetest yung emotions ko, yung patience ko, kunyari, inis na inis ako or gusto ko nang sumabog, meron akong routine na ginagawa na talaga namang nakakatulong sa pampakalma ko sa sarili ko. Siguro, yun yung marerecommend ko na gumawa kayo ng routine na alam nyo makakatulong sa inyo kung paano kayo kumalma. Number 3 sa list ko is to take a break from everything. It's okay to take a rest. It's okay to stay away from social media, from schoolwork, even for 3 days, just to relax. Just to freshen up, to reflect kung kamusta ka na ba, if you are doing great, or if you're just forcing yourself to be okay. Pag nag-take a break from everything, make sure na mag-focus ka sa sarili mo. When it comes to schoolworks naman, alam ko naman na hindi natin yan ma-avoid. Pero minsan kasi kailangan din natin magpahinga sa schoolworks para paano ka kasi makakagawa ng maayos kung hindi ka mentally okay, kung feeling mo pagod na pagod ka. When it comes to schoolworks naman, ang ginagawa ko kasi before or after kung magpahinga, magpa-plan ako ng kunyari, okay, after ko magpahinga, ito na yung gagawin ko, ito na yung sunod-sunod na gagawin ko, para organize yung gagawin. May natutunan din ako na yung Pomodoro technique. If hindi nyo alam kung ano yung Pomodoro technique, ito po yung 25 minutes na work, and then 5 minutes na break, and then after 4 sessions, magti-take a break ka like 15 to 30 minutes. Doon mo nagagawin yung kunyari, kakain ka, mag-check ka ng phone, manonood ka ng YouTube video, basta magpapahinga ka. Gawin mo na lahat ng gusto mong gawin doon sa 15 to 30 minutes na break na yon. So, yun yung ginagawa ko pagdating sa schoolworks na pahinga. Number 4 na natutunan ko is to choose the right people. It's either sa friends, or yung mga tao na nakapaligid sa'yo, yung hinahayaan mong nakapaligid sa'yo. Pwede rin sa government officials, yan, kailangan mo talaga mamili ng mga tamang tao na uupo dyan. Tinanong ko rin yung sarili ko, how would I know if they are the right people na hahayaan kong magstay sa buhay ko? Tapos pinag-isipan ko yung mabuti. And yung nakuha kong sagot sa sarili ko, ito, if they don't cause mental breakdowns or if these people are not causing you something na magpapa-worse ng mental health mo, well, those people are the right people. Kasi if they are not the right people, they will cause you something na magbe-breakdown ka, magiging dahilan sila kung bakit magiging worse yung mental health mo. And that's not okay. Pang 5 na natutunan ko naman this year is to check people how they are doing. So, hindi lang siya for this year, pero siguro mas naging mapagtanong na lang ako if how are you? Kasi it's better to let them know that they are not alone. We need to show some kindness and care. You need to check them because you never know what they're going through right now. Just a simple how are you? I'm just here for you if you need someone to talk to. You're making someone's life a little better by just checking with them. Also, tandaan nyo na you yourself should also know that you are not alone. Kasi minsan, we tend to ask people, how are you? I'm always here for you. Pero, minsan hindi natin natatanong sarili natin na, kamusta ka? So, kailangan kamustahin mo rin yung sarili mo. Sometimes, sinasabi natin sa kanila na, you are not alone, I'm here for you. But you yourself, siguro kailangan mo ring malaman na hindi ka rin mag-isa. Kasi minsan naiisip mo na, feeling mo mag-isa ka. Well, no, hindi ka mag-isa. Yun lang naman yung sa point of view ko. Yun lang naman yung natutunan ko. Ito naman, pang 6 na natutunan ko, it's okay to be heard. But also be open on being educated. You don't have to be afraid because you have the right to be heard. After nung clip na yon, ayaw mag-open nung lesson number 6 and lesson number 7. So, I'm gonna explain it na lang through voiceover. So, number 6, it's okay to be heard but also be open on being educated. It means na don't be afraid because you have the right to be heard as long as you know what's right and wrong. And as long as alam mo tama yung sasabihin mo. Also, be open on being educated. Makinig tayo at saka matuto kasi hindi naman lahat alam natin. So, that's why we are growing and learning. Kasi kung alam naman na natin yung lahat, wala nang point yung learning. Kaya nga merong word na learn kasi hindi naman lahat ng bagay alam natin. May mga bagay pa rin na kailangan nating matutunan. Next naman is number 7, learn to adapt and adjust. Kailangan natin maging considerate kasi hindi lang naman tayo yung nag-a-adjust at nag-a-adapt dito sa situation na kung nasaan man tayo. Itong learn to adapt and learn to adjust is also applicable when it comes to online class. Ako na-admit ko naman sa sarili ko na minsan naiinis ako sa prof kasi bakit ganito, bakit ganyan. Pero naisip ko din after na hindi lang naman tayo yung nag-a-adjust dito. Kailangan din natin maging patient sa mga prof natin kasi hindi lang naman tayo yung nahihirapan din sila. They're just doing their job. Hindi din naman nila ginusto to Kasi sila din nag-a-adjust. Yung iba namang prof hindi naman din sila techie. So, kailangan din natin maging considerate sa mga prof natin. Pang 8 na natutunan ko, ito kakatuwa to parang mas. Convert negative to positive. Ano bang ibig ko sabihin dito? Convert negative thoughts to positive thoughts. Convert negative feelings to positive feelings. Convert negative situations to positive situations. Natutunan ko na mag-convert ng negative to positive na lang. Kaysa magstay sa negative, wala namang mangyayari. Number 9 na natutunan ko din this year, to do not take things for granted. Ito based to sa sa mga nangyayari. If you are privileged, don't take things for granted. You should stop being selfish. There are a lot of people suffering. Tapos ikaw, iti-take for granted mo lang yung privilege mo. Instead of i-take mo for granted yung privilege mo, why don't you help other people? Number 10 is to know who to trust. Na-test yung trust ko. Kahit gaano mo pinagkakatiwalaan yung tao, magagawa pa rin sirain yung trust mo. I trust people so easily and it's not good. Kasi sometimes I open up to people so fast. And that's why people tend to break my trust so easily. Meron na akong trust issues before. And then nawala. And then bumalik na naman siya because of a certain situation. Natutunan ko talaga na someone can betray you anytime. Kahit gaano kabuti yung pinapakita mo, magagawa at magagawa ka pa din. Hindi man lokohin eh. Sirain yung tiwala na binibigay mo. Kahit 100% na yung binibigay mo tiwala, sisirain at sisirain pa din yan. Kaya ito ngayon, I'm having a hard time trusting people again. Dahil sa certain situation na nangyari sa buhay ko is 2020. Itong number 11 lesson is connected lang siya sa number 10. It's okay to cut off ties. It's either people or situations. Especially if they are getting toxic and unhealthy for you, it's okay. Tandaan nyo, okay lang na mag-cut off ng tie. As long as ma-end nyo ng maayos kasi para hindi mabigyan ng confusion or ng mga questions yung tao na ika-cut mo sa buhay mo. Sometimes kasi, cutting off ties will make you live a better life. Masasabi mo na finally I can breathe. Kasi if you let those people sa buhay mo na, for example, toxic people or toxic situation, if you let those situations sa buhay mo, hindi ka makakahinga ng ayos eh. Para kang na-trap sa isang box na hindi mo ma-open. Cutting off ties will help your mental health. Number 12 lesson, never let someone take advantage of your feelings. Anyone can hurt you anytime. People tend to take advantage of your feelings because they know that we care too much. To the point na alam nila na hindi natin kaya na mawala sila. And don't let that happen, please. Never let someone take advantage of your feelings. Nakaka-messed up siya ng mental health. Number 13th lesson is I will never be enough to someone who doesn't see my worth. You should know your worth so people won't take advantage of you. People won't take advantage of your soft side. There are things that are worth fighting for and there are things that are not. Number 14 is to let go, accept, and forgive. Let go of the people. Let go of your anger, your grudges. Let go of the negative feelings and thoughts. Sometimes we need to let go not for ourselves but for other people. Kasi they will stay if they want to stay. But if they don't want to, they will just leave you. You don't have to force them to stay in your life. You don't have to force them to stay sa isang bagay na hindi naman na sila masaya. Sometimes we need to sacrifice and get hurt. But one day, maiisip mo at ma-realize mo na all the pain you've felt, you've experienced made you a stronger human being. At least you've learned your lessons and alam mo na sa future, alam mo na sa mga susunod kung ano yung mga dapat mong iwasan sa hindi mo dapat iwasan. Next time, mas magiging careful ka na and mas magiging mindful ka na sa mga bagay-bagay, sa mga taong hahayaan mong pumasok sa buhay mo, sa mga decisions na gagawin mo sa buhay mo. Letting go of someone doesn't mean that you're selfish. It only means that you're being selfless. Kasi mas inuna mo yung feelings o mas inuna mo yung nararamdaman nila. Ewan ko, that's why mas inuuna ko yung nararamdaman ng iba kaysa sa sarili ko. Halimbawa, if I have this someone na hindi naman na masaya, magsasacrifice na ako. Hayaan ko na lang na I'm going to let you go. Ayokong mag-force ng tao na magstay sa buhay ko kung hindi naman na sila masaya. Siguro ganun talaga kapag important sa'yo yung tao, kapag love mo, masuunahin mo yung kapakanan nila, masuunahin mo yung nararamdaman nila kaysa sa'yo. We need to accept that life's not gonna happen the way that you plan it and the way that you want it. We need to accept and move forward. We need to learn how to forgive people. Kahit sometimes, no matter how many times you forgive someone, or give them chances, they still end up taking you for granted. But still, just learn to forgive. Wala namang masama kung magpapatawad ka. Sometimes nga nagpapatawad tayo kahit hindi pa naman humihingi ng tawad sa atin ng tao. We need to remove the barriers for us to be able to move forward. Yung pang 15th lesson naman is, it's okay not to be okay. Sometimes sinasabi natin sa sarili natin na we're okay, pero hindi naman talaga tayo okay. Kailangan lang natin minsan i-admit sa sarili natin na hindi tayo okay. Kasi of all the people, dapat mas maging totoo ka sa sarili mo. It's okay to cry, lalo na kung mas makakagaan yun ng feeling for you. Basta remember mo lang na after mo umiyak, after mo magmukmok, you'll move forward. Natutunan ko rin na wag mong hayaan yung sarili mo na magmukmok lang sa sadness. Wag mong hayaan na kainin ka ng sadness. Ayun pala, yun yung term. Wag mong hayaan na kainin ka ng sadness. It's okay not to be okay, but you also need to know na you have to stand up after. Number 16, never take advantage of your time. Cherish it and seize it with your family and loved ones. Because we never know kung hanggang kailan lang tayo dito sa mundo, kung hanggang kailan na lang yung natitira nating time. Number 17 is to start now. If you are waiting for a sign, ito na yung sign na hinihingi mo. Start now. Do something what you really wanted to do. Do something what you love. We need to get out of the box in order for us to start. Kasi naniniwala ako na we are responsible for our own happiness. And in order for you to be happy, you need to get out of the box. Huwag ka na magstay sa loob ng box na yan. Lumabas ka. Gawin mo yung gustong-gusto mong gawin. Huwag ka nang matakot. Huwag ka nang mag-doubt sa sarili mo. Huwag ka nang matakot sa sarili ng ibang tao. Kasi at the end of the day, ang mahalaga naman is yung happiness mo. Number 18 is to open your eyes. Don't let yourself be blind. Huwag ka magbulag-bulagan. Oras na para mulat mo naman yung mata mo sa mga nangyayari sa paligid, no? We need to wake up and make a change. A change na makakabuti sa lahat. Number 19 is be grateful and appreciate what you have. Be grateful that you're waking up every day kasi it's a blessing. Be grateful and appreciate the people who stays in your life. The people who choose to stay in your life. Sa lessons na iniwan sa atin ng mga tao, iniwan ng isang situation sa atin. Appreciate the people who accepts you and who's willing to grow with you. Of course, be grateful for your life. Importante kayo ng buhay natin. Mahalaga ka. Sabi nga na t-shirt ko ngayon, mahalaga ka. Mahalaga ka. And of course, last but not the least, is to look up. Through our ups and downs, ang hindi natin dapat makalimutan is to look up. Ako dumating ako sa point sa year na to na gabi-gabi umiiyak ako. Nagrarant ako sa kanya ng mga happenings sa buhay. For how many months? Because of the pain na nararamdaman ko. Just always remember na He will never get tired of us. Hindi siya mapapagod na makinig sa mga rants natin, sa mga pagpapasalamat, sa paghingi natin ng tawad. He will always give you the strength that you need. All we have to do is be brave to face the pain. Let Him do the healing. Importante yung tumingin ka lagi sa Kanya. Communicate with Him. So, ayun yung mga natutunan ko this 2020. Sana may mga natutunan kayo dito sa shinare ko. And stay tuned sa aking mga susunod na video. May mga pinaplan akong gawin dito sa aking YouTube channel. Tagal ko nang gusto mag-start and ang dami na rin mga tao na nag-push sa akin na mag-start na ako sa YouTube, ganyan. And now ito, I wanna start something kung nasaan yung passion ko. So before ko i-end tong video na to, meron akong tanong sa inyo na gusto kong sagutin niyo if you just want to. Sometimes it's okay to reflect, ha. It's really important to reflect kasi ang dami mong makukuhang ideas, ang dami mong matututunan sa pagre-reflect mo. So I want you to reflect and answer this question. What is the biggest lesson that you've learned from 2020? Ilagay niyo yan sa comment section kasi gusto ko rin namang matuto sa kung ano yung mga lessons na natutunan niyo this year. Gusto ko lang sabihin na this 2021, I am praying na you'll be easy on yourself. Please be easy on yourself. And I want to greet you Happy New Year. May you have a peaceful, hopeful, and meaningful year ahead. So thank you so much. See you on my next video. And don't forget to sparkle a little brighter. Bye!